Hello, and welcome to the Board Game Chuck YouTube channel. My name is Pierre. In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be taking a look at Circadians First Light and Circadians First Light 2nd Edition, which was generously provided by Garfield Games, and we're going to be taking a look at the differences between them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the comparison. Okay, so first time comparison video here. We have the 2nd edition of Circadians First Light and the 1st edition here. Now, as you can see, this one looks a lot smaller. It's not camera trickery. This one's not, 20 feet away from the camera. This one is way smaller than the other one here. I know when Garfield Games started making their games, they make them with these little tiny little boxes. Paladins was like that. Architects, even Raiders of the North Sea was like that. So if you can see here, same kind of art on the front. This is Sam Phillips's art, brother of Shem Phillips, designer of many Garfield games. And so here we go. We'll put this to the side here, and we'll put this to the side there, and we will start the comparison. So here we have the rule book, which is bigger here, and then rule book here very smaller. So like I said, same kind of art on there, using the back for information, which is always good. So a note on what's changed a little bit about the rules. Mostly this is all cosmetic changes, but in the setup for the game, you get 15 waters to start and 4. Haha, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count. This is 4 algae and then 2 power to start off as well. And you also get dealt 3 of these leader cards, and you get to pick the 1 instead of just the 2. The other change is that this game is now 7 rounds instead of 8. See, so this would have been the setup for the other one there, right? You do still start with the 4 equipment cards that you draft, and you get to keep 3 and throw the other one out. You still start with 3 workers as well. So there you go. I've played 1 game of the new one, and I don't think anything much beyond that has changed in regards to the rules. So yeah, the main stuff is that it's a little bit shorter, like 1 round shorter. You start with more stuff, and then there's more people to choose from in the beginning, essentially. So let's put those right there, and then we'll go into. There's a lot of glare here. I apologize, but this is the. I'll start with the old first. Sorry. This is the old player screen. Right, this looks like that here, and then the new player screen, which is pretty much the same people kind of posing. Right, so new at the bottom, old on the top. You kind of see all the alien races are represented there. I guess a hammer instead of a gun for the Jarek there. And they took out one of the human beings here. So, and they took off a headband on one of the people there too as well. And then I guess you got the logo in the old one. So we'll put these here, and I'll put this there. I don't want to mix it up. This will go there. So you get 4 still. So it's still a 1 to 4 player game. And next I'll have to dig here for the new planet. This is the old planet. I'm so sorry about the glare. I can't really do anything about it. But this is the old planet here. It looks, I guess, maybe more of a top view, like a way more zoomed out view, and a little drab color-wise. Right there, that's the old one, and here is the new one. You can tell they did a little bit better of a job of making the art match what you would harvest during the harvest phase. So here, there's a little bit more green where you would be harvesting algae, and here there's a little bit more blue where you're harvesting mainly water. If you take a look here, it's just kind of two-toned beige and green on the whole thing there. And then, of course, there's both double-sided as well. So there you go. Next, we'll take a look at the negotiation boards. So this is the old one here. See, and this is the new one on the bottom. They've made it a bit wider on the bottom there. They've added like this illustration here. Sam Phillips art is always welcome anywhere. So, but if you take a look, all of the points are the same. So it's pretty much just cosmetic. in looks. And then it's double-sided, of course, because of player count, just like the old one was. So we'll take a look next at, oh, I'll put that there. Next, we'll take a look at the player boards. This is the old player board. See, it just looks like you created, looks like you're established. You have like your whole big base on here. And this is the solo stuff. I'll take a look at it later. But then the new one has more of a feeling of, yeah, you've just gotten to this planet and you have, modules that you are developing. So I do think that this board looks a little bit better in, the way of theme, because the theme is you just got to this planet, you're trying to befriend these aliens. So it does look more, prefabbed modules that you would bring into space. This one looks like it's like poured concrete and they've been there for decades. So yeah. And so yeah, the solo play is on the other side of the board here, and this is the Zhao, the standard one. So let's take a look at let's see, but this is the hard standard here. So it's the same kind. I haven't played the solo yet, so I'm not really sure if the rules have changed very much there, but these are what the boards look like. This is the old one. This is the new one there. And it still seems like you're fighting the same robot. So there you go. Those are the two there. Next, for the old one, this is the hard mode. I'll just, I know I skipped normal, but let's just go with it here. And this is the new one here. Right, same lady, but this one's kind of portrait mode. This one's landscape mode, I guess. Next here, we'll have the easy mode, which is Duska, and here's the easy mode as well. Sorry, I already showed normal mode. It was easy mode that I skipped there. And yeah, kind of same-ish iconography as well. Like I said, landscape and portrait. And this should be the insane mode right here. And it's Crux, the insane mode, the robot you're fighting against. So there you go. The next board that we get here is the depository in the headquarters. So the old one looked like this, and again, everything's kind of two-sided for player count. The old one, it's just looked like one top and bottom. It had the depository and the headquarters kind of just stacked on top of each other. This is where you would put your cards for the rounds, the round timer and the events right there. And then the new one here, they've added an illustration and they've made it landscapier. Right, landscape as in the mode of display here, and you have your depository and your headquarters, and then there's two places to put your event cards. And if we take a look at the event cards, they haven't changed. Let's see if I can just kind of find one real quick. So this is an event card. This was the back of it, and on the old board, not that it really mattered, but it was like, what side do you put this on? But then they kind of have the illustration of the card, so you'd stick it there, and then when you turn it over, and put it up there. It's very minor, and it's not a deal breaker by any means, but that's what they look like now. There you go. Next, we'll go into, I'll just put these to the side here. We'll go into the 6 boards that you get to visit here. So let's see if I can find them. I should have organized these before I started, but I did not. So let's go with the Academy first. This will be this is the old one here. You can tell with all the turquoise. And this is the new one. So it seems like the same people are waiting in line, but it seems like they've terraformed this planet way more. It's very green. And then this one here still seems to be very barren. And, the headquarters is the only one that the sides don't matter, for player count, but that's what they look like there. Next here, we'll look at the market. So this will just go to the 3 to 4 player side. This is the old one right here. Seems like they just reused the same art. All right, there you go. Next we'll go with the control room here. Go to 3 to 4. So this one has a bit more turquoise on it, and he looks, I guess, more 3D there. They both kind of just look like Dave Bautista as well, but that's what they look like there. Next, we will look at the Foundry. The Foundry here, this is where you get your... So, I guess another kind of minor-ish rule change is that they call these, in the old game, they just called them upgrade tiles. In this one, they call them ship tiles. So in my unboxing, I mistakenly just called these upgrade tiles, or they should be called ship tiles. But it seems like it's the same The old ones seem to be showcasing more of Sam Phillips' art than the new ones, because they have just the whole border there. And next we'll go to the mining camp. I don't expect there to be much difference here. No, just the same Dejeric on the side there, so there you go. And the last one is the laboratory, and they just look the same as well. Except, like I say, she looks more 3D here when they superimpose her on top of the heading there. But yeah, you get more art on this one, it seems. Look, you get to see all the cool beakers. You don't get to see them there. So there you go. Next, we'll go into the 3 races that are there. So we'll take a look at the Jeric first. Let's just flip this and go. Whoops. Flip the Jeric here. So. This is old here, this is new on the left, and just looks a bit more zoomed out, so you get a little bit more of the art there, which is nice. And they both do the same thing. I'll put those to the side there. Oh, let me just fix that and put that straight. There you go. And then the next one, so zoomed out art on this one, you get to see a little bit more of it. It's a really nice little coral bracelet. And these also do the same thing. Actually, I should put them there because I should showcase the other side. And this one here, the Charo, you can tell the old one has yellow. This one is just kind of like a bluish, but zoomed out art as well. So I'll put them here. I'll go grab the Jerics. And we're going to flip them back like this and show, I guess the main difference here is that in the old game they had weapons. In the new game, he's all about his big, huge hammer there. And like I said, their benefits are the same as well. For the Larians, here we get more of a straight on. Here we get a little bit more of the side. He looks like he kind of slimmed up a little bit too. And you can kind of tell in the faces that Sam Phillips's art in the faces are getting better. You see here he's got, I don't know, I just think so anyways. And then the other one here for the Zacharo, this is totally different art here. As we can tell, he's holding a light bulb here, making some electricity, but here he's got a big, huge gun. And here looks like he was taken over by the Borg, and here he's not. So there you go. So again, old one here on the right. So next here, I'll take a look at some of the dice are pretty. What have I done? How many? I'll have to go back in the video and see which ones I took out of where. But the dice are essentially the same thing, and so I'll just take one of each of the harvesters, and they're the same as well. They're even the same tone of orange. So there you go. This is the old first player token. This is the new first player token. It's just a radio with like a little number 1 right there. So those are those tokens. Next we'll go into, these are, I gotta say a word on the insert too. The new insert's way better. I didn't like the way we had to stack these tiles here together, and they kind of just flub around a little bit. But these are the farm tiles. As you can tell, there's more kind of going on there, the same size, right? This is the old one here. Let me just zoom in on that. Yeah, there you go. Old one there, new one there. So like I said, if we, I guess I could do this, right? Let's just do the whole thing very properly here. So on your old board, your farm, see how they're just kind of like modules. You just like, boop, add like a new module there, which is nice. So that's the new one. But the old one, so I'm just going to grab off screen here. It's right here. It just looks like a whole prefabricated base, and just kind of, this room is now a farm kind of thing. And that's what that looks like. Next we'll go with the, so in the old game, like I said, these are called just upgrade tokens, because you're kind of upgrading your land vehicle to a ship, and that just goes there pretty unexcitingly, right? And then in the new one, if you take your base tile here, so yeah, you still have your ship and you still have your little land vehicle here, but then with the new one, you just make a new kind of helipad or landing pad type of place there. So like I say, it retains the modular feel of discovering a new planet here. Other differences, let's see. So one of the major differences as well is these are your leader cards, finger quotes, because in the old one they're just cardboard kind of stock here, right? Pretty thick cardboard, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them to choose from, and some of them change. So let's just go through the art. I can just compare them after. So these are the leaders, but the new leaders we have, so they're cards now, with a very nice illustration on the back. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them this time, instead of just the 8, because the Alien expansion, I want to say it's called Aliens, something like that, or Allies expansion, is included in the new version of the game. So here we have Rosalind Ashford, and she just pretty much looks the same, but with zoomed out art. This is Rosalind Ashford here. And like I said in my unboxing video, in my gaming group, we call her Mallory Archer, R.I.P. She just looks like Mallory Archer from Archer. So there you go, that's what that looks like there. And we'll go with Jacob Olander. So this is him here. Looks like he kind of, took out some spikes from his shoulder pads. So some brand new art here, except reworked a little bit. Looks like he's just looking in different directions. And that's that one there. Nera Soul. Like I said in my unboxing video, looks like she really changed her hair. Now she's got a gun and all these things. This art really showcased, here's the shaved side of her head there. And this one, you can't really see it, but maybe it's still there. Different hair color as well. And these leader powers are the same as well. I will save this one for last, and this one for last. This one, because those are the new ones. That one. So we'll just go with this one next. Alicia James. There we are. So that one seems like it's just recycled art there. But the power is the same, so that's nice. Next we'll go with Akira Hope, just because I can see them both here. And she seems more pale in this one. And I can't really tell on camera, but she's more pale on that one. But her power is still the same as well. And then we're going to go with Dan Godema. And here you are. He seemed more... I guess if you take a look here, he's got a little bit of Asian features, and they gave him a little bit of Asian padding on his shoulders, so maybe I'm not really sure if that was deemed inappropriate, but then now he's got some cool art on his armor there. So looking like that, and the powers are the same as well. Here we have Sable Lissetti right here. So they took off her headband and gave her less boxy armor, which I'm sure is way easier to move in. But the powers are the same as well. And here, the last old one is Troy Sullivan. Right? Troy Sullivan. So he pretty much just looks the same. Right down to holding the axe. I just kind of zoomed out the art on that one, it seems, and then recolored his armor tattoo. Same powers as well. So here we have 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6. So 6 new ones. This is Zoe Ashford, which is one of the new ones. We have, let me just go to this one here. Oh my goodness. This one here. This one comes with a token as well. Let's see if I can find it. It comes with this token here. And then, yeah, you get +2 water at certain points because of his power. So that's what that does. Put that to the side. Then Zoe Ashford, new as well. And then Zunari, which that's who I chose. I didn't choose. I was fortunate enough to, when we get them dealt in our last game, I was able to play as this person. Except that right now I can't for the life of me find where her token is. Did I just leave it in here? Give me one more time. I'm just going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. I had put it in with the main farms, but this Tsunari comes with a farm, which is quite good. If you put a 6 on it, you get a crystal and a worker as well. And her icon is denoted by this here. Next we have this gentleman here, or I don't even know what's a gentleman. We have this alien, Al-Cathal, and he comes with his own ship, which is also very great. Ignoring algae costs, 5 less water, spinning dice, the whole gamut. That's what his token looks like. Next we have this alien here. No token with this person. No token with this person here, but he does have a power, and this one here does come with a little token. You come with this token here, and it acts just as a level 3 pip die, and you can use him in your base. You just can't use him to go to the depository or to the negotiation board, because those do not come back at the end of the round. So there you go with those. The solo components are these here, and these look the same as the old one, which are right here. Just give me a moment to dig them out. Right, they're just kind of very, very, very samey right there. I'll do that. And then the next here we have, these are the gem caches that you put around the map. These are the old ones, and the back looks like this. And then the new ones look like this, and the back looks like just the planet, which is nice, right? So there you go. Component-wise, these are kind of all the same thing here. The components are the same, but I do believe that the water, and this is a suspicion of mine here. Now, the waters here come with big waters for 5 and small waters for 1s. And same with all the other components except the crystals, which are just 1, because I don't think you'll ever get that many that they'll run out. But in the old version of the game, it comes with these cards here that you can use as ×5 or ×10. So yeah, that's how that works. But I do believe that in the old version of the game, the water is smaller. Kind of felt different, and so new one on the right, old one on the left. As you can see, they're smaller. So maybe I'll combine these two, make these 1s, the mediums 3s, and the big ones 5s. Because even in a 2-player game, we're running out of water just a little bit. There we go. And next, just the item cards right here. And yeah, so that's the back of the cards. This is the front of the cards. And all the item cards had just reused art assets. Hello there, just future me interrupting to show you that indeed nothing has changed on the inside of these cards. I didn't turn them over here, so here we go. Everything down to the turquoise on the outside looks the same iconography-wise, except maybe a little bit of the, just the way the resources look is a little bit different, and that's pretty much it. So back to the video. One thing that the old game did do better was the round cards here. So these are the round cards. If you take a look, you can see like, oh, look, this green is very, very good, and this black is bad. And then this is the end of the era card. So you have 2 distinct, things that are happening. In the new ones, they went with, like this is the end of an era, so this is the last card at the end of every game. But then they went with, this is a good card, and it's, I don't know, not that it's hard to read, but it's just a 2-color kind of drab and monotone. And the bad ones are just like this orange thing, which fits more with the theme, I guess. The theme, sorry, which is turquoise and orange. But this is old here, and this is new, and I find they're just a little bit hard to read, essentially. So, and New Moon June was kind of in agreement there. The solo cards, these are the solo cards here. And boy, let me tell you, they just look exactly the same as the old one. I guess the icons look different. If you take a look, this is for the foundry, and this is the foundry there. This is the mine right there. The icons look slightly different, just reworked icons. And so I believe that is it for all of the differences in the version 1 and the version 2. If you like this video, I mean, I'm not really sure how many more I can do. I don't really own any other versions of new and old games. I guess maybe I could do Machikoro. And if you'd like to see that, maybe leave some comments below. And, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And until next time, have a good one.